I have one secret tool that enables me to do everything that I need to do to be a successful full-time YouTuber, including planning my content calendar, scripting my videos so I know they're gonna be dynamic and engaging every single time, organizing my brand deals so that I know I never miss a deadline and so I keep those connections strong, and tracking my growth and progress so that I can see how I'm doing overall with my channel. All of these essential business activities happen in one central hub, and that is Notion. Okay, so it might not be that much of a secret because I talk about how much I love Notion all of the time on this channel, but that's why this video is particularly exciting because my friends, I finally got the Notion brand deal. Notion is sponsoring this video and I am so excited to take you through an updated in-depth tour of my Notion setup for YouTubers, for content creators. If you're a content creator yourself, then you're gonna wanna stick through to the very end because I'm gonna show you a very easy way that you can set up this exact system for yourself. So stick around for that. But otherwise, thanks again to Notion for sponsoring this video, and let's dive into the tour. Okay, welcome to my Notion dashboard. This is where I start and end my workday every day. If I didn't have this in place, I literally do not know how I would get everything done. So why don't I just show you how it's laid out and what my workflow looks like. Okay, so this is the top of my dashboard. I like to change out the cover image every so often, just based on vibes. I don't know, I was liking this one right now. And then I have this sort of like menu bar at the top. So I have a link to my notebook, my equivalent of like the Notes app. And then I have my personal goals. I actually have 2 layers of this right now because it's getting to the end of the year and I'm starting to plan my goals for next year. Then I have this link to a time tracker. This is where I just like to take notes on how I'm spending my time. And then finally, I have my weekly to-do list toggle, which just bops down like this. And then you can see, this is kind of my list of like standard tasks that I do every week. I know it looks a little bit overwhelming, but basically when it's time for me to plan out my week, I can copy and paste that into the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. slots below, and make sure that I don't forget those recurring tasks. You're joining me partway through the week, so you'll see that in this weekly planner section, some things are complete, some things are not. This is like the real raw everyday look at what my Notion dashboard looks like. So you can see it is Wednesday morning and I'm currently working on this to-do list item. But yeah, basically I'll just plan out my tasks every like Friday afternoon and I will spread them between all of my different days. And as life goes, sometimes you don't finish a task, and so then you move it to, the next day to complete it then. And you can easily just drag and drop stuff like that in Notion, which I love. And I actually did finish editing this yesterday, so I'm just gonna click the little checkbox to complete it, which is so satisfying. So yeah, I just have these set up in 6 columns, so Monday through Friday, and then I have like a sometime column. So this is just kind of a catch-all area where I put stuff like go get the van reclassified, or like whatever tasks I have that aren't specific to a certain day. And at some point when it works out, I will click and drag this and add it to, a day of the week and actually complete it, but sometime. I also keep little drop downs here of, whatever different like ideas I have that were kind of clogging up my dashboard. And so I can easily just organize them under a little drop down. This looks really overwhelming right now because I have a bunch of links pasted in here for a brand deal that I'm doing, but this is my sort of like Friday to-do list. And then underneath that, I have another little area. It's not normally this long. It's just right now is really busy, but I have like a next week section. So throughout the week, as I think of tasks that I need to do next week, I'll start gathering that in a to-do list here. So then when I go to plan next week's stuff on like Friday afternoon, I will select this all, and then I'll end up dragging it to, whatever day of the week it belongs on. And then I will also go ahead and do the same with this weekly to-do list. I'll copy and paste it and organize it through my different days. Let me know if you'd want a full video in the future of like planning my week with me, and then I can show you this process, but I can't right now because it's Wednesday and I have to do all this stuff before I delete it. Okay, scrolling down further on my main dashboard, I have a section for Q4 goals and plans. So obviously I update this at the beginning of each quarter, and I just have a column for the different months, and I'll write a few notes on main like big projects that I'm trying to accomplish before the end of that month. And then I can always reference this as I'm planning upcoming weeks to make sure that I am making my way through these big projects as needed. Okay, so below this, I have 2 different content calendar databases. So this is specifically assignments that I need to do for the Creatorly Instagram. Right now it's empty because I don't have any current reels that I'm making, but they would appear there if somebody from my team assigned me like a piece of content to make for the Creatorly Instagram. And then down here is my main content calendar. So this is where I spend a lot of my time on this page. And I'll be honest, like this is pretty in-depth. Like this content calendar is pretty complex. There's a lot of different components to it. So right here, my main page is just my Katie Steckly brand, all content. So here you can see I have my YouTube videos. I'll just pop back up to today. I have YouTube videos and Instagram content and videos for my vlog channel, my Katie and Dan in a Van channel. And actually, I did just post this reel today. So I'm going to go ahead and change that status to scheduled or published. I kind of use them the same way because I auto-publish a lot of stuff. And then I also actually scheduled this video last night. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that to green. So I love the color coding because I can kind of at a glance see how much of my content is complete and how much stuff I need to keep working on to actually get it done. And you can see, we can go through the months, and I've got like December pretty much planned out, slightly lighter month, but not by a lot. And again, this is like all of my content. I also have other like subsets of content calendars to organize this a bit more. So you can see I can click over to the Creatorly media schedule. I'll go back to November again. And you can see that for Creatorly, each week we post a blog and like podcast episode. It's the same content, and that's kind of like our theme for the week, which is why I've stretched it across the whole week. And then you can also like read the whole title, which is nice. And then throughout the week we have reels and other content on our Instagram that's being posted by the team. So that's all of the Creatorly stuff. And then I also have more sub calendars for my own brand stuff because like you're probably thinking that main calendar is a bit overwhelming. So I have one that's like just for YouTube. So you can see here it feels a little bit more reasonable. Some of the stuff is actually mislabeled. You can see I can just change the platform tag and then it will not show up on the wrong calendar anymore. This is why I love planning stuff in Notion because it's so easy to move things around. Okay, so now you can see here, this is my actual YouTube content calendar for the month. So that feels a little bit less overwhelming. And then I also can go down to my Katie Steckly Instagram and TikTok stuff. So this is all like my social content. And then I also have my calendar that's just for my vlog channel. Again, that feels less overwhelming. And we've got just the podcast episodes. So you can see when I'm planning specific content, I can narrow down to just one, content calendar version so that I can like just look at my social content or whatever and think about that rather than having to contend with this like very overwhelming master content calendar. Another component of Notion that is super helpful for me as a YouTuber are the templates that I can create within my content calendar database. So let's just say, for example, I wanted to plan a new video for December 8th. I can easily just click on plus to add an item there. And because I am creating this on this content calendar, it's automatically entered the platform here. But if I scroll down, you can see I have a bunch of different templates for various different kinds of content, whether it's a YouTube video, a reel, a podcast, whatever it might be. So let's just say I wanted to plan a YouTube video. I can just click on this template here and it's going to automatically populate some of these areas. So the status is not started. The platform is, my YouTube channel, and it will also add my custom YouTube script template that I've created. This template is gold to me because it really helps me make sure that every video I create is going to be pacey and interesting and dynamic, and it really reminds me to keep the viewer's attention, which is so important. So if you scroll through here, you can see I have a notes and ideas section, a little bit of a brainstorming section about the character and the story behind the video, the resolution, comment goals, so an area for me to think about what kind of comments I'm hoping that the video will gather from my audience. a thumbnail ideas prompt, an opening, a body section that has 4 different talking points, as well as a shot list, because you want to make sure you include that B-roll, and then also a section for me to write my outro. I found this template so helpful that I actually decided to put it on my website and make it available for all of you. So if you want to try out my viral YouTube video script template in your Notion, you can get it. I'll link it in my description. Okay, so moving on from the content calendar, if we scroll further down my dashboard, you can see I just have kind of like a dumping ground for TikTok ideas that I have, YouTube ideas that I have, and Instagram ideas as well. I just write down notes quickly as I think of a potential like reel idea or a YouTube video I'd want to make. And then I can always glance down here when I'm trying to plan out my content calendar to see the ideas that I've gathered over just, weeks and whatever of like shower thoughts that I quickly jot down in Notion. Okay, and then finally at the bottom of this dashboard, I have an upcoming sponsored deadlines section, so I can keep track of all my upcoming brand deals and make sure that I don't like miss any of this stuff. Okay, so that concludes my dashboard. Now this is where I probably spend like 90% of my time on Notion, is just going through like my content calendar, my daily tasks, all of that stuff. But I do have a few other pages that are really, really helpful for me in other areas of my creator business. So if we go over to my team spaces here under katiesteckly.com, you'll see we have a brand partnerships database. So this is basically where I keep track of all of my interactions with brands that I'm working with. I have different sections for, the brand, the contact that I have there, their email address, the status of the project. So whether we are currently working on something together or whether, I'm negotiating or if we're just kind of on pause for a bit. So I have this database organized by that progress, so I can kind of float the lines to the top that are like currently in progress projects. Then I obviously have a section for whether or not they've paid me. So I can mark if the invoice is sent, if I've received the payment. And then I have a section for notes. This is honestly huge for me because before I had this, I was just completely working off of my inbox and like waiting on follow-ups, and I wasn't keeping track of my relationships with these brand partners. But since I implemented this at the beginning of this year, I was able to triple my brand deal revenue in 2022 compared to 2021, even though like my YouTube growth definitely did not triple. So I think that just goes to show the importance of staying organized and staying connected with the brands that you partner with. And this database has been a game changer for me. I also have a affiliate links page. So this is just kind of where I organize all of the various affiliate links that I want to share. I just find it really helpful to have them all in one place because I feel like we all sign up for like various different affiliate programs, but then you totally forget to even share the link like on your Instagram story or different places. And then it sort of feels like, well, why did I sign up for that if I'm not actually going to use it? So this kind of helps me remember all the different places that I've got my affiliate partnership at. And then I also have created customized links for some of them. And then I just have like a field of this database for that custom link so I can just easily copy and paste it. Okay, and then I've also got a quick brand guide. So this is really helpful for me. I find when I am, let's say like updating any kind of like social profile where say like you need to add like a brand color, or like I'm working in Photoshop or in Premiere and I want to like add some text that's one of my brand colors, I can really quickly just swipe over to Notion and then I can just go in and like copy the code really easily from my little color palette database here. And then I actually also added the creatorly colors as well, just so I could easily grab those. And then just a reminder of the fonts that I use. I kind of have it memorized by now, but I find this is really helpful, especially if you've recently changed your branding or you just need a good reminder. And being able to quickly copy the hex code of your colors is super useful. Another thing that I do in Notion that you might find a bit interesting is I like to track my YouTube performance and some of my main goals around my YouTube channel. And I just do this in this database that I created on my 2022 personal goals page. And I have just different areas in here where I can input like the average number of views that my videos got in a certain month. So I can see if I am working towards my goal, which my goal is obviously to get on average 10,000 views within the first week of publishing a video. And I'm making, slow but sure progress towards that. It's up and down, but it is really interesting to be able to see that in January, my average video views were 5,300. and in September it was 13,000. So in September I did succeed, but you know, who knows what it'll look like for these other months. I have to go back and calculate for October still. But I really encourage you, if you're a content creator, to kind of design your own metric trackers like this, because it's not always the most helpful to just rely on looking at YouTube Studio or looking on the Instagram Insights page. It's good to know like what are your personal goals that you're working towards, because I wouldn't necessarily be able to see this slow and steady growth just by looking in YouTube Studio, because you know, that's not represented in whether or not you have a 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10 like video. So thinking about what numbers are important to you and then tracking them specifically, I find is really helpful. Then I also like to track, you know, what my average like AdSense revenue was. You can see I need to update some of these. And what my like brand deal revenue was for certain months. And then I also have a sort of additional view of my content calendar database here that only shows my YouTube videos and also only shows these other parameters. So like how many views it got within the first 7 days and whether or not it was a 1 out of 10 in YouTube Studio. And I find this really interesting and really helpful for me to track my progress in terms of increasing my videos reach. So yeah, I just track like how many views it got within the first 7 days. Again, I need to go back and like manually update some of this. But you can kind of see like an interesting thing that I've noticed is if I go back to, let's say April, the videos that were getting 1 out of 10 for me in April were getting 11,000 views in the first 7 days. Whereas the videos that are getting 1 out of 10 for me in October are getting 22,000 views. So I think that kind of goes to show like the overall long-term growth. Whereas if I only ever based it on 1 out of 10, then in my mind, like this video would have performed just as well as like, you know, this video, but actually it got like double the views. So I think tracking these stats that are specifically important to you can kind of help you give that perspective. And Notion's really helpful for that because I can literally use the same exact database entries that I use for my content calendar and then just add in a parameter about the number of views that it got or whether it was a 1 out of 10, and then I can track it all in one place. All right, I think that's all the main like interesting stuff that I do in my Notion. I plan my YouTube videos, I track the progress of their performance, and I plan my day-to-day tasks. Like literally this is the one app that I am in like every single day, and I find it really effective for doing all of these really important tasks as a YouTuber. So like I mentioned at the top of the video, if you like my Notion setup and you want it for yourself, but you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed by designing all of this from scratch, don't worry, I've got you, because I created my Notion template bundle for content creators. It's available on my website, and inside of this bundle you're gonna get the content calendar template, you're gonna get the brand partnerships tracker, the affiliate link organizer, the brand kit template so you can organize all your colors and fonts and all of that good stuff, plus the main dashboard so you can organize all of your tasks. So I've built this for you already. You can install it to your own Notion account with just a couple of clicks, so you can check that out. I'll link it in my description. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you sign up for Notion, because whether or not you're a content creator, there are a million ways that you can use this super powerful and user-friendly software to your advantage in your personal life, in your business, or in your work, whatever that might be. So check out Notion using my link in the description. And let me know if you ever want to see more videos about like Notion tips and tricks and setup and stuff, because I'm obsessed with it and I would love to make more videos about this. If you want some more tips from the creator business perspective, then check out this video where I talk about how AdSense really works. So if you want to try to make more money off of your YouTube channel, this is the video to watch. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're having adventures and following your dreams, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.